I know both of these guys have big breaks. Huge breaks.
Would you like to handicap this match?
I would say Ray's a slight favorite. I wouldn't be surprised if Vince won. If I were to take Vince, I would feel confident taking him with 2 games.
2 games.
I know in a race of 7 that's short, but I mean, Ray's probably played more than 10 times the amount of tournaments that Vince has played in.
Oh, for sure.
And who knows, like with Fedor done, and I don't know, Skyler's not playing yet. If you're just shooting and you got those guys watching you, you know, you kind of like buckle up your belt real tight, and you try too hard sometimes, you know.
You want some respect from the game's best.
So that could play a factor, but I know it won't play a factor with Ray. I know he wouldn't.
He won't give.
He don't give two craps about who's watching.
Practices with 8-time world champion.
Andy has the biggest calves in the building. Like those things are just huge.
I think 2 is a very, very good number. I think it'll be close to that.
But like I said,
margin of error.
If Vince wins, I'm not considering it a bad beat for Ray.
No. Last time I played Ray in a race to 7, I beat him 7-2. Little old me.
And I know that everyone that has worn a glove on the TV table is undefeated so far. Skyler won, Fedor won, and, you know.
I got recording going.
The people that wear gloves are undefeated on the stream.
Flat Tire saying 7-6 Vince. I won't argue that. That's in the range of what I think this match.
I'm just saying Vince's break is.
Vince has been playing well. He's been gambling with Eric. Basically even, I believe.
Gambling with a handful of people. But like I said, the main thing I like here is his break. Like, he pops them pretty good. So if he doesn't get any bad kicks or bad scratches off the break, like, I think it'll be a close match.
I watched him practice in his break early, and he was hitting them well.
Ooh, 2 just barely stays up. And Ray's gonna see. I mean, if he makes the ball, the table's wide open. He breaks them really well.
Oh, there's a larger margin of error in this match than there was in the last one.
I think that Joey Yarbrough that was playing earlier, I feel like Ray's game is kind of like his.
Very similar, yes.
Like they're okay with settling with kind of out of line shapes. I mean, they try to play precision shape, but like it doesn't bother them if they get out of line a little bit because they're such great shot makers. And that was another thing with my idea of mandatory push out after the break. Like, you don't get punished for dry breaking. You still have a chance.
You have to have a chance.
Right.
I don't know. We should run a tournament with those rules and see what happens. That'd be
the one I like
fun to watch.
The one I liked the most that I brought up was the race to 1 on the winner's side and race to 11 on the losers.
That would take forever.
Would it? Like, because this is 7-7.
You're right. It just would feel like it would take forever because the losers bracket tends to be the one that's lagging behind, and it would be slow. The winners would just be there saying, "Oh, we're waiting on the winners or the losers bracket."
I'm just saying,
I won 6 games.
You would have a lot more 6s and 5s showing up.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Like Calcutta would be rather interesting.
One time I had a conversation with, this was a long time ago. This was with Mark Griffin, the BCA founder, president, whatever. and he was talking to a friend of mine about like, you know what, man, we need to do something with pool to get it to like boom like poker did, you know, because poker out of nowhere kind of just blew up. Some way to get amateurs and to where they feel like they can compete with pros. I said, well, just have a bar table with like 10-inch pockets. You know, like would you not feel like you could hang with anybody if you had like big old, like, I'm not talking about big 5-inch pockets. I'm talking about like craters, you know.
One of the funniest stories about, hey, I think I can hang. I like this game. I had just come to, it wasn't even Evansville. I was in Madisonville and walked into this pool room that had 2 9-foot tables and 7 diamond bar boxes. And I had never seen a diamond bar box. I was like, what the crap is this? But I had played sets for 100 with a pretty good player. We ended up breaking even after several hours. The next time I come in, this blonde-haired guy that's kind of stocky built says, hey, you want to play for $30 sets? I'll give you the call 5 out, 5 ahead. And I was like, I have to try that with anybody in the world.
Right.
Little did I know that it was Matt Cohn, and I put a 4-pack together getting the call 5 out. I break dry, and I never see the table again. He puts a 9-pack on me and calls it a day. And I was like, there's some people that no matter what you do, you're just not going to win. You could have the hugest pockets in the world. If you don't get to shoot, you just don't get to shoot.
Looks like Ray's having issues with the rack.
Yeah,
maybe he should try Mickey's little upside down racking technique. I do know that, or have a tourney where everyone shoots with house cues. That'd be kind of funny. But like, Flat Tire said he's in for the race to 1 on the winners.
Right. Yeah. Race to 11 on the losers. Yeah.
All right. Like, so let's say it's a race to 1 on the winners, race to 11 on the losers, and I draw Sky Woodward first, and I win the flip. I make a ball, and the 1-9 are like kind of close together. You know how hard I'm hitting that 1-9. Like, and then when I make it, I'm just like, sorry, Sky. See you, bud.
We'll see you in the finals when you're
you know,
when you beat everybody 11.
I don't have to worry about it. You know, I'm advancing. You know, see you, loser.
Jason, we've had broomstick tourneys before, so it's kind of in line with your recommendation. Flat Tire, I saw you said you got 7th last week. What tournament was that in? Was that a APA handicap race or? You keep playing against the players that you're playing against, you're going to get better. No doubt about it.
Ray misses the 2 ball and gets a safety out of it.
Safe.
Looks like it.
Yeah. I don't think it was intentional. Is this still the second rack?
Yeah, Ray won the first rack.
Yeah, I knew Ray won the first rack.
And then Ray just broke these, so it's 1-0. Ooh.
Wow.
I'm going to consider that a bad roll because I think he's really a big favorite to make a good hit there. I'd say he makes a good hit there like 8 out of 10 times.
Did Ray just move his penny?
Yeah, he might have. He's out. Yeah. He only has 1.
He just moved it. I've played in tournaments where if the balls were broke before you moved your penny,
right,
you didn't get to score it.
He has a little pause stroke that I kind of like, but I don't use it myself. But it's like he has like a quick quirky wind up, and then there's that pause. But he makes it look easy.
He's got good control of the cue.
Possibly
it's a little abnormal.
Possibly has the best nickname in the room.
Razor.
Like if you're a competitor at anything and your nickname is the Razor, like it doesn't get much better than that. I mean, you're more familiar with Skyler than I am. Does he have a nickname?
Well,
and whatever it is, before you say it, it's not going to be as good as Razor. But go ahead.
So they had a vote.
Oh Lord, I'm cringing already.
They had a vote if you want to call him the Kentucky Colonel or something.
Cringe.
And then the other one was the Bluegrass Badass, and I think that one stuck. But it's not as how do you
I'm
call it?
I'm cringing so bad right now. I'm about to go to my car.
But I think his new nickname is MVP, which is pretty damn cool.
I would take the MVP way before I would the Bluegrass Badass. Jeez.
Yeah, Bluegrass Badass. He got that nickname at the Derby City Classic 2 or 3 years ago.
Did anybody okay this with him?
Oh yeah, he was.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, he was. I believe it happened at the bank ring game. Correct me if I'm wrong there, Brian Kincaid. You seem to be pretty familiar with.
If he likes it, then that's all that matters. But cringy to me. All right, Vince with the break.
Now his mom and him got the lights out T-shirt line. I would think that his nickname might be in line with something like that.
7 looks like it was about to drop, and he'd have a straight-in shot on the 1, but it caught the point, so the 7 comes into the game.
And he gets to...
he's a good jumper.
He is.
I wouldn't be shocked if he jumps this. But if I'm jumping, I might push out and just scoot the cue ball back a little bit.
Brian said it. He thought it was at ring. Yeah, I was at the ring game. I didn't know if it happened before that. I think they actually had a vote for 2 or 3 different options.
It looks like he's pushed into a jump shot. I don't see Ray taking this. Like I said, I don't see a lot of people taking jump shots.
I would take the jump shot if I thought I could play it safe, because Ray, as predicted.
Ray was asking about a rule, but I think he was just kidding.
What was the rule that he was asking about?
I don't know. He started laughing after, so I'm not sure. This ball should get a little draw on it if he hits it. Oh, no.
See, I believe he played that to make. I would play that jump to play a defense. I do that a lot because it's hard to make balls when the cue ball's in the air.
Well, with us being on a new match, who did you say does your taxes?
Oh, Eric Canary, Premier Tax Solutions. Can't say enough good. In fact, I'm surprised we haven't seen him passing through here, so he could talk about his services.
This is hidden. Like the last time I was at a tournament, there was nothing in this room.
I think this is a good idea.
Yeah. I would just put some kind of something that they can like muffle our voices a little, because I feel like they can hear us sometimes. And I know when I'm playing and I hear a commentator, like, because they say it a lot while I'm shooting, like, "Oh, this is the wrong shot." Like it sharks me a little bit. Like I'm down on the ball and I can hear the commentator say, "Oh, this is an awful shot. What's this guy thinking?" You know, and then I want to change my mind and shoot something else.
I would like to think that there's enough background noise and
you would
and
think, but like I said, it just lingers in the back of my head. Like
sure, yeah. I'm a pool purist like that too. I like silence or just music. Some people can talk while they're shooting,
right.
Carry on a conversation. I'm like, how do you do that? I can't.
You got a little straight here. I'm gonna come straight back between the 7-9. Oh, he's coming around. Okay, good shot.
He plays a lot of draw with spin off rails. He does that really well.
Well, Vince hasn't really had a chance to get much going.
No. Ray's playing well. I wonder what his path to this point has been in the results. I'm gonna
check it out.
Go look. So to get to this point, Ray has beat Antonio Diaz 7-1, and he had a bye in the first round. So this is his second match, and he won 7-1 in the first round. So he's obviously playing well. The guy he played in the first round has a Fargo rating very close to yours, I believe.
800.
Nice. Well, if you're 800, you need to get out there and hustle and make us some money.
See, I don't like to deceive people, so once I hit 800, I retired.
Oh. How's the football game going? Is it over? It's probably over or very close to over by now. And I haven't heard a whole lot of Colts fans cheering and rejoicing.
I haven't seen Chris Thomas.
Fred Babcock, good player out of Indianapolis. How's it going, Fred?
So, first. Is it 3-0? I think the score's 3-0.
Yes, it's now 3-0. I'm a slacker. You have to
no. I wasn't calling you out. I was trying to replay in my head who all has broken the balls.
Brad Lowe said the Colts lost. They have a bright future. Lots of cap space. And good O-line. Good quarterback. Good running back.
Cake division.
Right.
Well, actually, not really. Houston's pretty good. Jacksonville was supposed to be good. Who knows what happened there?
31-13.
Yikes.
Who was the quarterback of Kansas City before this Mahomes?
Alex Smith.
Yeah, what happened to Alex Smith?
He got traded to the Redskins, and then he got his leg destroyed in a tackle like Joe Theismann, and they don't know if he's going to be able to play ever again.
Wow.
Because some infection set in or something, I don't know. But he'll have top-of-the-line treatment, so if there is a chance for him to play, like, he's in the right line of work. But yeah, he got traded to Washington, and he doesn't. He got a pretty bad injury. Yeah, Vince hasn't had a chance to get anything going. Kind of feel bad there. Like every time, like bad break. Like when he broke, he didn't really have a good shot on the one. Just there, Ray breaks dry, and he has a weird off-angled shot at the one.
Ray's trying to make me out a liar that the margin of error is not bigger than the last match. He's playing well enough to take advantage of anyone's mistakes.
Two-way shot with the 9? Nope, just straight defense.
No, straight defense.
Jump.
Yeah, I mean, you can play the long rail kick, but man, there's a potential.
If you one rail
there,
kick this, I like shooting with a lot of speed.
Trying to get it behind the.
No, just trying to like slap it in. I saw Joe Steinhauer came into the chat, so I just wanted to shout out his play style.
Sloppy Joe. And
dude, I feel like this TV table is kind of cursing some of our better hometown players.
Kind of is. Yeah. I can only hope that it balances out.
Who did Kenny Kavanaugh play on the stream earlier? Nate. He played Nate.
McGahan.
So the locals are drawing blanks.
They're struggling, at least on.
Who did Kevin play first? He played Chris Brown first?
No, he played
Chris Brown second.
He played Chris Austin.
Oh, that's
first.
right. Yeah, we're getting locals on here. We're just not.
No cashes. I'll tell you what. Ray has brought his A game.
Well, he has 75 years experience playing pool, so like, he's going to play good, play well.
My first...
And I'm just kidding by that comment. Go ahead.
My first big tournament, I played I played Skyler and put me into the losers bracket, and Ray Shultz was waiting for me. Uh-oh, he just
Hey,
give Vince a little love.
that's all you need.
And momentum is a big thing.
I'm gonna grab my phone charger real quick, so it'll be less than half a rack. I'll be gone. I parked right outside the door.
All right, man.
I'll be right back.
Down to 4.
So I did last year.
Yep, you did good. You did good. Is there enough room? There we go. Probably a good idea. Flat tire, you are now a 4 and 8 ball. Congratulations, sir. You've been working on that for 3 or 4 years. I'm glad for you. Got action on the break. Does he end up with a shot? It's close. Let me see if I can flip around and see from the other end. Ooh, that is so close. Think he can throw it and make it? Does that give him a favorable shot for the 2? It can get around. And he elects to play a defense. Didn't have a lot of confidence that he could get there. Which is a really good thing if you're playing against a guy that's basically not made a mistake. The only mistake he's made was the scratch on the last turn at the table, getting leave on a 9. He hit the ball. That ball did move. Just in case anybody wondered. What a roll / shot. I mean, Ray plays good enough that that's a game-winning shot most times. Ray's not happy with under hitting that ball. He's okay. All he's got to do is make the 5 ball with top English. He'll roll out and be just fine. Ooh, using a lot of pocket. Pretty routine from here. Go over and back. As long as you don't get too close to it. No, he's fine. This is what Derek and I were talking about. Getting out of line doesn't seem to bother Ray whatsoever. Hey, what's going on, Brandon McNeely? Local phone repairman specialist and drink connoisseur. You know what? I'll have Captain and Diet if you're willing to go grab it. What the heck happened? I had some change. Thank you. You think so? Everybody's having a good time and right. Cool. Good. Let me transition. You need some power. Bivens is plugging in his megaphone into the charger. Kept that. Yeah. And let's see how some of the other matches are going. Looks like Nate beat TJ 7-2. Any other matches on the? Chris Brown put Kenny Kavanaugh out 7-3. Eric beat Sean Mitchell. That's why he hasn't been back here. He's playing. He just got done playing. Carl Poole eliminates Antonio Diaz, who did a really good job of running the Calcutta for us. Setting up Terry Kurt and Carl Poole. Mickey Hammond's waiting on the winner of Ryan McIntyre and Trey Woodall. So just a few things going on in the surrounding tables.
Okay, you're good.
Oh. Well, Vince is finally getting a chance to hit some balls.
Get something going. I mean, even this is kind of a tester, even though it's just a straight draw shot. When you haven't been to the table much and your opponent's on 4.
Yeah, and the one game that he did get was by virtue of a scratch. Yep. So. But we've watched momentum change quickly on the TV table.
Once. With Joey Arbo's match. Like, everything else has been pretty
one-sided.
Yeah. It's a good shot.
Really nice shot.
Might be a little tricky to hold it, but it shouldn't be an issue. I can't imagine the 9 getting in the way here.
Nice soft touch. Should be able to come up between the 8 and the 7. Play 7 in the upper left-hand corner. Just a little firmer than he wanted, but it's okay. He can draw to the side rail and back out to middle table.
That's what it looks like he's doing. Good shot.
Very good shot. Good to see him earn a rack here and give him the.
I mean, like I said, he's.
Oh! Look what we did.
Don't say we. That was all you. I didn't say a word. Oh, looks like someone kind of talked while Ray was down on the ball, and he's going to reset, which is a good thing to do.
It's the discipline thing to do for sure.
Someone still.
Oh, we got a little bit of bantering going on.
Yeah, I'm not sure who he's getting into it with, but he should really be getting into it with Boyer, or not Ray, but Vince should.
Vince should, yeah.
Boyer with the jinx. Like,
I put the jinx on.
I'm just glad I'm not the resident jinxer anymore. That's all you. You just took it away from me.
Pass the baton, huh? Pass the baton. It's gonna take more than once before you can really get rid of that.
No, I'm the jinx. I'm the biggest black cat in the world.
Well, at least your team could finish the deal out in Vegas. You didn't jinx that. Lord. You guys got it done.
A lot of luck along the way. A lot of 5th matches. A lot of sudden deaths.
We got no luck at all.
Which was funny that the one match they decided to lift sudden death with the finals lasted like an eternity. So maybe it's a good thing they have sudden death, I was always against the sudden death thing, and then in the finals, I think it was almost 6 hours.
It was long. I know that I was.
Good break by Vince.
I was at Bob's Lounge for the entirety of it, and it was long. We got absolutely no luck the year before. We had a team that.
Well, I mean, you got
tried
third, so you had to have some.
I'll tell you what.
I remember that match. Was it because they're saying you guys are purposely taking too long or something?
No. They had a, we'll call it a super duper 4.
Mm-hmm.
Like we had, and when their super duper 4 got beat, they scratched every time they shot the cue ball for the rest of the match, counting the number of ball in hands that they give, and that's a quick way to get low innings.
The match I was thinking about is you guys were playing a team and they were purposely slow playing to get into overtime. It was a table close to the bathroom. I would say.
We had that too. Yes.
Yeah. I remember that's the match I'm thinking of. And Brian beat a 3 or something to win it at the end.
Yep. Bob was beating a pretty good 6, and when he started slow playing because he was drinking, and it turned things kind of interesting. We had to get the refs involved and make them be on a shot clock.
That was one thing I liked about our team. Outside of Dan maybe having a beer here or two there was like no one drinking. There was really everyone was just focused on winning that. Good shot by Vince, by the way.
Very nice shot. There's that momentum shift.
Like I said though before, it's hard to get
run out of time.
It's hard to get momentum on an alternate break format when you have run out players.
It is. You can't get too far behind.
Now, if it was push out after the break, we're talking this match is 4-3 if he doesn't miss that 8 ball. It's rough. That's crazy how much one shot can alter.
One shot. Good shot.
Caleb McIntyre would like to know who on the winner's side.
Caleb, there's a link to the bracket, but since you're one of my favorite local players, I'll give you a quick rundown. We've got Joey Yarbrough and Fedor Gorst that will be playing the next match in the winner's bracket, which won't happen until tomorrow. Yeah. Then we've got Nate McGahey, who is waiting on the winner of Randy Johnson and Corey Vaughn. You've got Vince Parsons, Ray Shultz playing this match. And Terry Schmidt will be playing Chris Austin.
These are round 3 matches, by the way, that Vince Parsons, Ray Schultz, Terry Schmidt, Chris Austin.
Skyler Woodward has already beat Terry Rowe, leaving him to play the winner of Brian Hebler and Joseph Fronick.
Yeah, those are all round 3. The only round 4 matches that are set, it's just Joey Yarbrough and Fedor.
Caleb, you should have came over here. You would have had a blast.
Vince got that last one.
Vince, 5-2. I'm telling you, one shot. A lot of kick there, and he's going to turn out just fine.
Dude, man, he just crushes the rack. The Razor, you just don't get a better nickname than that. One of the best wrestlers, Razor Ramon.
Razor's a good nickname for sure.
Ooh, you got a little love there. I mean, just pull in general. Come up with anybody's nickname that's better than Razor. The South Dakota Kid, I don't think so. Earl the Pearl, get out of here. Nothing is beating Razor Ray Schultz. The only nickname that comes to mind that might be better than Ray Schultz is a player that has a nickname of all day, it's like run out all day or something like that, or Mr. I never miss a ball, and that's Bobby Hall. Never miss a ball, Bobby Hall. Like that's
miss a ball, Bobby Hall.
That's the best nickname as far as pool goes. That was a good little 3-rail shape.
Sets up a
pound or inside. Yeah, he's just going. Yeah, you don't have to pound. He has enough angle.
Kevin, great job. Hey, man, great job to you, too. I'm serious. You got a chance to play on the TV table twice. And you had some of the best shots we've seen all day.
Here, Kevin, I guarantee you Kevin can put together a highlight reel with some of his shots. And, Kevin, if you go back and rewatch your 2 matches, I had your back, dude.
That is undeniable.
I had your back. I was rooting for you.
Ray gets to the hill.
Matt, your nickname, The Drill, is top tier, but like it doesn't beat the Ray. It doesn't never miss a ball, Bobby Hall.
You got it. Never miss a ball, Bobby Hall.
And he didn't give that name to himself.
You can't give yourself nicknames.
All of everybody he's ever played has that's the first thing that comes to mind. Like, this dude never misses a ball. All right, so Ray's on the hill. Vince breaking home. If Vince is to lose, I'd rather be Ray, like, running out. I don't want to, like, I hate seeing, like, just mistakes that he can't control. Like if a cue ball gets kicked in, like, hopefully he just has a good spread, a good shot on the one, and takes it from there.
Oh. I thought he was going to get a kick on
dropped. No. He gotta leave at least.
Yeah. Does Ray jump this ball and try to win the match with a 1-9 combo off a jump?
It's free. I think he gets.
Free.
Yeah.
I like it.
Jim Monday says Stormin Norman. He was a 275-pound man that played as good as anyone. See, I mean, does that really get you going like Razor Ray or Never Miss a Ball Bobby Hall? You know, like, it's a good one, Stormin Norman. Don't get me wrong. I like that nickname. But I just don't think it's like top of the line. Vince has a good shot at the 1, the 2's laid up. The 3 could be tricky from the 2, maybe. But if he can maneuver this rack and get where he wants on the 3, I think he's clear sailing. The 4 by the 7 could be tough. If he can get a stop shot on this 2, the 3 should be easy. It's going to be the 4.
That's beautiful.
That was a great speed shot.
That's a beautiful shot. Yeah. It's all about the 3 to the 4. If he can get past the side pocket here. Straight low.
He's putting a big draw. So he's playing the 4 on the side.
4 on the side.
You got to avoid the side pocket scratch. That's the only issue here. Or just make the 9. Sweet.
Swing! Bada.
I know he's not going to be excited about winning that rack like that. But, man, it just...
Sometimes when you get a little love on one side, you got to get a little back to offset it. And he got a little bad love early in the set. That's, well deserved.
He's had more bad rolls than good ones, so at least he got a roll. The once back bib is top tier, clearly. That's not my, like, my nickname is, like, how'd you miss that bib? You know?
I have no nickname.
All right, so we got Ray.
I have nicknames at work, but they're not applicable. Damn.
Just crushes
that rack.
Man.
He does have a little trouble
with the 3
over
ball.
there. And the 1's not exactly the shot that you're in love with to get on the 2. I mean, Fedor made that and was perf, but
unless there's a 3-7 where you can carry him the 7 with the cue ball, I'm not so sure he even play to make the 1 ball here. But it looks like he's trying to. Looks like he's trying to make it. Missed it.
Eric
hung it up
with Premier Tax Solutions playing Terry Rowe. on one of the outer tables.
Now, every now and then there's like a subtle nickname that comes and it sticks and it works and it's just a good nickname, like Bird.
Bird.
Like, that's a good nickname. Good shot. Ooh, don't get hooked. So how do you even start to go about the 3-ball?
I play a defense here.
Looks
Like
like
the 2-ball down up underneath.
I think he's playing safe because he's hitting the top of the 2. Nope. Yeah, he was trying to get behind the 5.
Yep. Get the 2 down there. And, now, probably been a little more patient, try to get it on the back side of the mess.
So could he be trying to tuck the 2 into those balls and cue ball go bottom rail?
Yeah,
like so.
That's not the best. I think
he can cross.
He gives
this.
a cross, and the 3 has clearance. Let me change. You've got the
Jim Monday. No, they do not.
Let's see here. No, there's not clearance between the 4 and the 8. But there's a strong defense in there.
Right. Yeah, he can pin up behind one of those balls.
Now, if you're on that side of it, it's interesting.
I don't know if he has a window. Hey, he might be able to make this in the top right corner.
It's not a shot you want to have to shoot when you're against a hill, but sometimes
you're still
at the table and you're happy to have a stab. I don't see a 2-way or anything.
No, yeah,
remotely defensive.
This is straight offensive. It's gonna come up a little short.
He tried to go defense. That's asking for a lot.
Yeah, I think he'll draw over and it'll be a wrap. But anything can happen.
This kind of shot is what Ray does. Just doesn't mind.
Actually, he's not drawing. He's just going to use follow. It just seems like you run into the 5. Something weird could happen.
Or you just make it and get shaved. I don't want to have to go up and down. Now I'm playing a 2-inch, 3-inch. He's playing force. No,
that's how you get the nickname the Razor when you have shots like that.
Ooh.
The razor thin cut here.
Razor thin cut. Not a.
I think it's natural shape.
Speed's interesting.
Ooh, I thought he hung it up.
Yeah, speed's interesting. I mean,
a little back cut, but shouldn't be a problem for the Razor. Makes it, and that's a match.
The only thing I'm going to say is you can't get away with that all the time when you're going to be playing players a little bit better in future rounds.
7-3, Ray takes it. Who's